A nightmare before Christmas in Australia. Travel plans for thousands are in jeopardy with a new COVID-19 cluster in Sydney triggering border closures and restrictions. 28 cases are linked to the city's northern beaches.
Christmas travel plans for thousands of Australians have been thrown into chaos with just a week before the holiday. A growing cluster in Sydney's northern beaches have brought back domestic border restrictions. Several states like Victoria and Tasmania have ordered those who have visited the beaches to quarantine for 2 weeks. This includes neighbouring Queensland after one case linked to the cluster was detected. Western Australia requires all arrivals from New South Wales to quarantine for 14 days. Authorities are now racing to contain the outbreak.
The virus has not gone away. It is still there, and as a result, all the measures that we continuously take are necessary to continue to protect Australia. We've dealt with this before, we'll deal with it again.
250,000 people have been to the beaches, with confirmed cases visiting various places around Sydney. The outbreak has been traced to 2 clubs at Avalon Beach, but patient 0 is still at large. Residents are urged to stay home for 3 days.
So everybody in Greater Sydney needs to be on high alert. If you have the mildest of symptoms, please get tested and isolate. Nobody should be getting on public transport without wearing a mask. Nobody in Greater Sydney should be going to a supermarket, a place of worship or other high-risk areas without wearing a mask.
Long queues are also seen outside hospitals and pop-up testing sites across Sydney, with many waiting for hours to get their COVID-19 tests.
Frustrated and a bit apprehensive as well, and got to have to line up in this line for God knows how long with the kids to try and get them tested.
Very disappointed about these long queues, that I would have thought they could have brought in many more testing stations. My husband waited 4 hours yesterday at Monavale Hospital. I waited 2 hours here last night and then gave up.
The cluster and travel chaos have dented Australia's run of success in containing COVID-19. Before this, the country had gone more than 2 weeks without any local transmission.